2. Here we go. Let's see if anyone joins me today. You don't need to see my usernames and passwords, guys. Alien abduction. Yeah, you're going to need that. We're going to need that. You probably don't need to see my emails. Dwayne Johnson. Wait, isn't that like The Rock? Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And let's go to Wii Video. Get this guy going. Hey, let's see if anyone joins me today. Hey, I got someone. Someone's here hanging out with me, thank goodness. Should I go tell some DMCers or something? Should I make an announcement? Hey, Frankie. Frankie's back. Yeah, boy. I've been just trying to like spread the word. I threw it up on Instagram. I've been telling teachers about it. Twitter. I've just been like trying to spread the word everywhere. But hopefully more people join because I've been scrambling trying to get this material ready. And although it's not perfect, it's kind of cool. So, Frankie, if it's just me and you, then you get, I don't know, you get a one-on-one session and you get the secret advantage. Power up. All right, so here, I'm going to put this folder right here. Hopefully this, I should check that link, huh? Hey, does that go right to that folder? No, it just goes right to the movie. I don't want that. Never mind, guys. Don't, Frankie, guys. Wait, I got two. Don't use that link. Duh. Here, hold on. Let me try to get you a better link because it was on that file. I don't want to just share the file. I want to share the whole folder with you guys. Although you might have access to this folder already if you were here yesterday. Let's go. Where's the link? Does this link work? Yeah, it gives you right to the folder. All right, cool. So inside here are all of the materials that we're going to use today. I'm going to show you guys a few little tricks that I like to use Google Slides for. So I threw a Google Slides in there with a couple of different images. We'll take a look at that. I have some sound effects here. This you may or may not be able to get just yet because I just put it in there. And sometimes Google Drive takes a while to like process the video. But if you're trying to follow along, easy. If you just like when you go to open it, it'll tell you like it's still processing. You could still download the video. So if you wanted to download it and then import it to WeVideo, you could do that. And then I have this PNG image of a UFO, which the background is transparent. And so we're going to try to use WeVideo. We're going to be using the scale and positioning to try to make this UFO come flying into the screen. And then we're going to use Google Slides to do like this kind of weird whatever, what kind of beam do they call that? Where they're going to actually like beam me up, right? So a beam's going to come down and I'm going to get abducted by aliens is the idea. Is the color keying on WeVideo free when I try to export it? Hold on. What did he just say? When I try to, it won't? Really? I don't know. I would assume. Is that what it says? You can't. So hold on. So you can color key it out in like when you're editing, but then what? When you go to export the video, it doesn't color key? It just stays green? I don't know. I'll look into that though. Because you should be able to color key out. That's weird that you can't, but maybe not. Let's hold on. Let's see if we could find like the free features here, Frankie. What's it say? It asked me to take away. What the heck's that mean? Take away premium features. No, don't pay for it. I wonder if there's a way that you could like share it with me then or something, and I could export it. It shouldn't be the case. That's more of a reason why we should take WeVideo up on the free version of Education Edition right now. Let's see. WeVideo payment options. There's usually like a list plans. Let's pricing plans. There's usually like a list of stuff that you can get with the free version. That's the power version. It doesn't say anything about free here, right? There's got to be a list usually. There's something like this that shows the pricing for the free version. Teacher trial. What's this here? Individual free plan. So here you go, Frank. Individual free plan. It says no WeVideo watermark. No. VIP processing isn't available. Essentials library. There should be something here that talks about like advanced editing tools. Create podcasts. No. Green screen tool. So here you go. Look, nothing. So you're right. It's not going to let you color key out. Well, that's kind of lame, huh? All right, well, we'll figure it out. I wonder, okay, so if you can't color key, check it out, Frank. Here's what we're going to do. If you can't color key, you could still export the video and send it to me, and then I can color key and send it back to you. It seems a little ridiculous that we have to do that, but for the time being, we might have to. I know there's like a way to add collaborators, but again, that might not be possible with the free version either. We might need to like upgrade that. Again, more of a reason to take WeVideo up on the free education edition right now. Let's see if we can get on that, huh? All right, well, see if you can follow along with me. It's still good to just go through the tutorials and get the video editing down, right, Frank? And someone was here and then they left. Whatever. All right, here we go. So I'm going to abduct myself by aliens. So I'm going to create new. Still here. Yeah. All right, creating new. I'm going to go horizontal. Oh, sorry. Before I do that, I'm going to go back to my projects. I'm going to start a new project here. And I'm going to do alien abduction. Next. I didn't even bring any media in yet, but that's cool. So skip you. Finish. And start. And we'll go horizontal. Did it ask me what project? Oh, because it was already in the project. All right, here we go. My media. I'm going to import a bunch of files here. And because I didn't even set a folder up or anything, it's just going to dump it right into my general like media. Alien abduction, and let's grab all of these things. Control A, select. So it's going to upload into here, and then we'll get started. Hopefully that movie file will actually work. Oh, I have a couple more things too that we got to do before we get started, so you can follow me along here. So back in this slideshow, you'll see that I have two slides here. This is the background that I'm going to use, and this is going to be the whatever beam that appears from the UFO there. So I need to turn these into images that I'm then going to import into WeVideo. So I wanted to show you guys how to do that. But before I show you how to do that, I want to show you this. When you go to finish, there's no video here to finish. Okay, awesome. All right, so let's put a video here just so when I show you, when I go to finish, I'll title this now. So when you go to finish, you have a few different options here, right? I usually just stick with 1280 by 720, but if you wanted to, you could do 1920 by 1080, which is full HD. And I'm not sure what the resolution is for 4K, but here's what I need. I need these numbers here, 1280 by 720. And so when I go back to my Google slide and I go down to my document page setup, I custom sized this page, my slideshow, to be, if I go to pixels, 1280 by 720, right? So that matches the format of my output that I'm going to be finalizing my video. That's important because when I download these images, to save these as JPEG images, it's automatically going to fit my screen in WeVideo. So I always make sure to go to my page setup and set up to whatever the resolution is in WeVideo. For me, it's always 1280 by 720. I don't need to do anything like crazy resolution, but if you were going higher, make sure that your slideshow resolution or your slideshow size matches your WeVideo resolution. So apply. And so basically how I did this was I just found an image on Google and I stretched it out, and if I hit present mode, you'll see like I didn't really lose any quality on it, so it looks pretty cool. So that's what it's going to look like in full screen mode. And then this guy, I actually brought in the UFO and kind of tried to size it up to match the size of the UFO. And then here I did like a custom gradient. So it's because it's grouped. So maybe I could show you the custom gradient here. So this one is, they're both like, this blue gradient here is set to be transparent. I know you can't tell here, but if I, let's say, copied and pasted it on top of here, you'll see that it's transparent. You can kind of see through it. And then here's what else I did, because this is cool. In format options, I put a drop shadow on here, and I raised the transparency. Wait, that shouldn't be. That's not right. Let me ungroup this and see if this works. Weird. Oh, there you go. Okay. The transparency is raised, but the blur radius is like super jacked. And so basically what I'm trying to do is give like this glow effect around the outside. And even though it says drop shadow, again, you could change the color into like a, fluorescent kind of color and jack up the radius. If I wanted to, I don't know what distance would do. Oh, distance moves it to like one side. You see how light it is? It's kind of like a light transparent glow. But when I turn these all down, put no angle on it, no distance, and actually the transparency is the opposite way. That's fully, is that opaque? I don't know. It's not transparent at all. It's 0% transparency. And then I turn this all the way up to kind of get a glow effect going. So that's what I did there, so you can kind of see it, what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to be inside here, hopefully, and I'm going to use scaling and positioning to kind of make it look like I'm getting sucked up into this, is it a tractor beam, maybe? Is that what they call it? All right, here we go. Okay, so export. In order to get the transparent background here, you need to go to change background color and make sure that you're set to transparent. Then I'm going to export this tractor beam, is what I'll start calling it. Go to download, and I'm going to download a PNG image. And we'll call this tractor beam. How do you spell that? Tractor? I don't know. Does anyone watch like Star Wars or Star Trek? Tractor beam PNG. Now this one I don't want a PNG, or it doesn't have to be because it's not a transparent background. Can you download it as a JPEG? In order to get a transparent background, no. So for this tractor beam, I want the transparent background, so I have to download that as a PNG. Now this one, I don't have a transparent background, so this one I'm going to download as a JPEG. call this like forest. Okay, now back to WeVideo. Back to my media, and I have a couple more things to import now, right? They should be on my desktop. Where are you? Forest. And what did I call the other one? Tractor beam. Where is it? There it is. Cool. See what I'm talking about here? So now it's just the transparent background on it. If you did JPEG, it would be a white background, and you don't want that because then you'd have a big white box around your tractor beam. All right, so I had to cheat with the color keying, and I'm not an expert on it yet. So I had to do this. I recorded this, but the original footage, there was like, you could see the green screen gets like cut off. I was standing there in order to get like my full body in. So I had to cheat and bring it into After Effects, and I created this, but I couldn't get rid of that light spot there. So it's not the best footage, but it doesn't really matter. It'll get us, get the point across. So I actually need to bring this up to the second layer because I want my background to be this forest. Now I don't know how long this video is going to be, so I'm just going to like stretch this as, I don't know, 2 minutes as, wait. Dude, hello. I know how long the video is going to be because it's not going to be longer than the footage of me, right? Okay. So now if I double click on this and I go to color key, I can key out the green and hopefully it doesn't key. Yeah, cool. It did key out that light a little bit. Okay, awesome. And I might need to bring myself like down a little bit. I want to be kind of centered. Let's see. Save changes. What is this place? I don't like the looks of this. Whoa! Huh? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do this. Oh! Also, okay, so I don't need that part. I can trim that down. I'll be gone by that point. Oh no. Oh no. And I know it looks like it's actually pretty decent size here, but in order to get like the, well, let's see what happens. I'm going to add a new video layer first. Let's bring this UFO in and see what works here. It's a huge UFO, so if I double click on it and I scale it down, I don't know, maybe I want it huge actually. Because it's going to come, like my idea is it's going to come flying in like this. And I'm going to duck as it comes across. I'll duck, and then it's going to fly out. And then as I look up, you don't even technically need to see it here, but the beam's going to come down. So why don't I try this? I'm going to start with the position. I don't know. What if I start the position here? So let's go here. Starting point is going to be negative. I like nice numbers here. 1460, negative 130. So that's like where it's going to be on the X and Y axis. And then my end point, if I drag it, you see my X axis moves here. My end point, I want it to come like across here. And then we'll get somewhere else. So save. Now I want that to come. Where do I duck? Nope, 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 nope. Duck, duck, duck. Goose. Where are you? Hello? Hello? Where's the duck? Is that it? That's the duck. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, all right, right around here. What is this place? I don't like the looks of this. Whoa! No, that was terrible. That's so bad. Dude. Oh, come on. Whoa! You need to go way faster than that, dude. All right, so I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to shrink this down to like a split second. So now it's going to move across the screen. Whoa, that was probably way too fast. All right, let's go. A little faster. No. Faster than that. All right, cool. Good enough. You get the point, right? So I'll show you this again, because when you double click in here, this second tab is you can animate, and you can select like a start point and an end point, right? So I just select where I want this UFO to start flying in, and then it's going to fly across the page there, right? Then your length of time, or I guess the speed at which that thing moves across the screen, is set by the duration of the clip. So if you want it to be slower, drag it out, and it'll go really slow. But if you want it to go a little bit faster, that's probably still too slow, right? If you want it to go a little bit faster, then tighten up, and he goes flying across. I think I want to like slide it over a little bit. Remember, that guy's like the magnetic, so I don't want it to snap to the clip. I want to be able. That's almost. Let's say 2. Like maybe I got to go back. Yeah, that's better. Okay, cool. That's good enough, man, because now I want to get to the tractor beam. So next I need another video layer and get this tractor beam going here. Okay.
To this.
Here we go.
Whoa!
No. Where do I start? Like
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
There. Let's slide this guy over here. It would work better without the sound effect. I might need to cut the sound out there.
Oh no. Oh.
Okay, cool. Good enough.
Oh.
No. All right, let's make this longer. No, that was like way too late. What is that? So you like sticking with me here? Oh, I got 2. Oh, that was Wacky Human Being. That was Josh that was asking.
Oh. Oh.
All right, let's see. I don't know. Is that like the timing might be off? That's a little better. Sure. Okay. Also, I wonder if I could. I'm not gonna be able to slide it down. See how my foot there isn't perfect? Whatever. Oh, I could. I know what I could do. This clip, I can move myself up a little bit. And I think I might actually, yeah, see now my feet are in, everything is in there. I might, oh, what the heck? I might want to, let's see. There you go. Can I go back here, move you? It's not going to let me move it. No, what? You currently have an active animation. Not here. Not on this one. Oh. Silly. It did it. I see why. Because when I moved it before, I moved it on the wrong thing, and it turned it into an animation. Whatevs. Let's go here. It'll look like I'm kind of like getting beamed up, right? I also don't know if I want to scale myself, right? Like, am I too small now? Let's see. I'm too small now, right? Shrink that. Let's go to the beginning. I'm way too small here.
What is this place? I don't like.
So I don't know if I like that. I might scale myself back up a little bit. and I'll deal with getting, you know, maybe I'll just get beamed up really
What is this
slowly.
place?
All right, so how do I beam myself up? Let's go here. I'm going to, let's see. Let's split it here. Let's split this here, and so, I don't know. Let's go double click in here. Start position is here, and let's go end position. I'm going to raise myself all the way up here. And let's see how long it takes.
Oh, oh,
I could probably,
oh no.
that's kind of cool.
Oh,
You know what? It's good enough.
oh.
It's good enough, right? All right, so you got the point. Now I need to go in and add some sound effects, which are in that folder as well. So let's check it out.
What is this place?
I hope you guys can actually follow along
Like
with
the
what I'm
looks of
doing. It's like
this.
I'm trying to crunch a lot in
Whoa.
and try to get things done for you.
Oh no.
And I know I'm probably not explaining
no.
well enough, but you could always go back on YouTube or something later. and
Oh,
follow along if you need to.
oh,
Is this thing actually any longer?
oh, oh.
Yeah. Look, I could stretch that out a little bit, which makes me move a little slower. Yeah, I like that better anyway, because then I finally I stop screaming. I think it's
Oh,
a
no.
little bit smoother now.
Oh no.
Giovanna. Giovanna, I'm getting abducted by aliens. All right, cool. Now let's put some sound effects in and get this thing really cool. So here I have a pulse sound effect. I don't know. I just put that in there. I don't know if that's a good sound effect or not. Then there's this weird. And then I put this whoosh one in. So I don't know. Let's try to line some stuff up here. I might need some extra audio layers, but let's go to here. This guy comes in here like this, right? So let's say.
I like the looks of this.
It's gonna be way too loud. Okay, let's trim this up. I'm gonna zoom in on this guy, and I'm just gonna trim this to any area here. Nope. Wow. All right, good enough. Now here's the thing. Also, a little trick, because I just trimmed this audio file and it's gonna come in kind of mid sound. I'm going to click on this guy here just to create a little, I don't know. After Effects would call it a keyframe or something, right? But just select that little point there. So now an anchor point maybe, but I'm gonna drop that so it fades in smoothly. And I might I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Where are we at? Let's see. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you want. Yeah, that's cool, right? Have it kind of coming in from.
Oh no. Oh no.
Me with my sound effects. Why do I have to do that? It sounds ridiculous. All right, tractor beam. Here we go. Is that what I'm going to do this poll? Sure. This is going to be ridiculous. All right, I need another audio layer. Add audio. Okay. Here we go. And what did I say it was? Is it pulse? Or yeah, it's got to be pulse. So when does that happen? I gotta line it up somewhere around here. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, I could turn this back on, and this will snap it to there. Me and my big mouth. I might. All right, all right. I really don't like when I do that. Oh, gosh. It's 11 o'clock. I'm running over already, guys. Come on. What happened? I was looking at my phone. When do I make that noise?
Oh no.
All right, I'm going to turn the volume down on that. So here, if you click on this little audio options here, WeVideo just added this function. Actually, if you wanted something really loud, you could crank it 500%. When I'm doing like Hawk News and stuff, and we have lots of different footage, different scenes and stuff, and the audio levels are off, I try to, sometimes I might have to bring one clip down and then another clip up, depending. So that's what that function is really for. Right now, I'm going to drop that noise down and try to match it, make it sound like it's more part of the scene. Do it again. I might drop it a little more. Let's see.
Oh no.
Right. And this audio clip is way too long, so I'm going to cut it there. I'll delete that, and like I just did that fade before, I don't know, it might sound cool with the fade here. Let's see.
Oh no.
A little longer? I don't know. And then, I don't know, we could have it like, if we wanted to, we could bring it back in and have it fly away. Is that possible? All right, in order to do that, watch this trick. Here we go, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, I'm going to take this UFO, I'm going to copy it, Control-C, and I'm going to bring it over here to the end, Control-V. Now, it has the animation in, and the start is, hold on, I should write this down or something. The start is negative 1460, negative 130. Bear with me. Negative 1460, negative 130. You see what I'm doing here, right? Now I'm going to go to my end, and my end is at 1116, negative 412. Okay, so I just reverse it, right? So now I'm going to have it starting back at 1116, negative 412, and I'll have it end at negative 1460, tab, negative 130. Enter. Save changes. So I just reversed it, right? So before it was coming in over on this side and then flying out, and so now I have it coming in from here and flying out there. The same exact way that it came before. And maybe like, well, you know, put it back there. Should we fade that out instead of having it like cut? So if I click on, these are the opacity or fade options here. I'm going to put like, I could put a little anchor point there and have that Which actually, that kind of, I
No.
don't know, do I have it just,
Oh no.
and we'll have, where is that, where's the zoom or that whoosh? This is the whoosh, right? Yeah. Copy. And we'll have it whoosh back at the end when it flies here. Did that work? Let's see. No. It's got to be back more. Gosh. I want that. No, back a little. Let's see. Something like that. You guys get the point. See ya. I'm gonna extend this out a little bit. All right, let's wrap this thing up. Okay, here we go. Final version.
What is this place? I don't like the looks of this.
Here's a perfect example, actually. I could turn the volume up here. So if I go to that speaker, little guy there, is that gonna be too loud?
What is this place? I don't like the looks of this. Oh no.
Man, whatever.
Oh,
We're
no.
just having fun. All right, you get the point. It's not like the most realistic, coolest thing ever, but it is still pretty cool, right? It's a still background, like it's not like live footage of me in the woods, but it's a transparent background, or transparent. It's a woods background, and then this is just like a Google image that I found, a transparent PNG. I just searched UFO PNG and grabbed one that looked cool, and I mean, the trickiest part here, this was just the Google slide, right? I just made this guy in Google Slides, set the background to transparent, and export that, download as a PNG. And, no, not that. That's really it, right? Some sound effects. Oh, which, by the way, I found a cool website for sound effects. I just put in, I was searching for a whoosh, right? And I put whoosh sound effects, and this site came up. I don't know what this is. MFV Music for Video. And there's a ton of free stuff here. If you go to free music loops, there's like tons of stuff. So these are like, I guess this says Epic Music. Wait, where was it? Oh, those are music loops. That's why. If you go to free sound effects, there's tons of stuff here. There's like background sounds, boom sounds, and it's all free. So you can just download sound effects there if you want to. Also, YouTube is a great resource for sound effects and music, but I think you need to have an account, a channel set up, so you can go into like their creator studio to find the music and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, the trickiest part was the green screening of myself. I know you guys can't really green screen yourself, but I mean, it doesn't have to be green if you have a blue wall or something, or even a white wall. But white usually doesn't really work with, because sometimes it'll bleed into like my clothes or my face because I'm so pale. So it might turn me into a ghost. But yeah, the green screen was the trickiest part, and for me, I actually cheated a little bit here to do this video because I brought it into After Effects and keyed it out and set it up so it would actually work into WeVideo. But yeah, using scaling and using that positioning tool, right? When you go into double click on your clip and using your start and end points to kind of make things fly in, zoom out, and using positioning to scale and put objects in place. That's all like super helpful to know, and you could do a lot with it. And so I'll show you guys in another tutorial how I use that to animate text, having text like fly in and zoom out. And my favorite one is like a wobble effect that I just like came across one day just playing around with positioning and scaling, so I can actually have text kind of fly in and hit the screen and like wobble. Do you use WeVideo for Hawk News? Yes, I do. I use WeVideo for Hawk News. And actually, a lot of the stuff that I did here today with Google Slides and stuff like that, that's all done with Hawk News. Yeah, that's all done like Google Slides and Hawk News. It's all done. Now, when we do Hawk News, when we shoot it live, like at Digital Media Club, we have a lot more equipment there, and a lot of the stuff that we shoot is done live green screening. So that like little switcher board, it's a Roland switcher that has built-in effects, so you could actually color key out live. So when you guys look up at the monitor and you can see the background, that's all done live. So when we record, I don't have to color key out later. Pros and cons to that, like when you color key live, you don't have to do it later, and you can actually see yourself on the screen and see what it looks like, so you have that monitor there. The con to that, I guess, would be the color keying options. When you do it in post-production, you have a lot more control over it. So a lot of that, sometimes in Hawk News, it's like really fuzzy and stuff like that. You could really, if you just shot it normal and with a green background, when you brought it into something like After Effects or bring it into even WeVideo, you could adjust it and kind of get it. You can tighten it up a lot better in post-production. So, either way works. What else? Anyone else? No? Well, like I said, feel free to use that stuff in the folder, and you can recreate this clip, or if you wanted to, you could experiment on your own. I started green screening with just like, well, it was at school, but again, just construction paper. I just got some construction paper. Obviously, you can't do like, full screen, shoot yourself full screen with construction paper unless you have really long construction paper. But you could do like, you can take Legos and stuff like that and start green screening with Legos or anything really, right? So yeah, have at it, have fun. If there's, did I tell you, I said this yesterday, but YouTube is a great resource if you just search like green screen effects and stuff. Right, so there's so much stuff out there on the internet that you could just get pre-made already. And that's it for now. I'm 15 minutes over, so I'm going to go take a little break. Hopefully you guys are getting, something out of these little tutorials. And if not, just get to like come hang out with me and watch some cool video editing. So if you have any questions or anything else, shoot me an email if you want to. If you guys want to Google Hangout with me, we could do that too. Just hit me up, man. I'm around. Until next time, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey, who's that? It's me, Sid. OG. What up, Sid? Dude, you caught me. I'm just about to get out of here. So yeah, I'll be back at 12 o'clock if you guys want to join me again. I'm going to be doing the same exact tutorial though. Again, it's kind of fun to watch, even if you've seen it already. And you might pick up on something that you didn't pick up on this time. Maybe you need like, wait, how did he do that again? This stuff is going to be on YouTube also, so you could always play it back later on YouTube and just fast forward to whatever spot you need to get to. But yeah, Sid, since you just got here, I think you just got here. At least you're just saying hello to me. Check it. Here's what we did today.
What is this place? I don't like the looks of this. Oh no. Oh no.
All taken from live, real footage of when I was actually abducted by aliens. Or was I? All right. Anyway, it's 11:16 now. I'm gonna go take a break. I'll see you guys back here in a little while. All right. See ya.